So as part of the prep for this interview, I was reading some of the recent stories, and it talked about, weight loss and how you've been really committed to that.
I still do my 3 milers when I'm in the day, and I've started back lifting with a guy named Al Claiborne. But really it's hard when you're on the road. It's hard because it requires a certain amount of consistency. So adjusted eating habits, I got down over 50 pounds now. I'm looking to get off another 50, 60. Al, I'm back home. After I go to London, I'm back home for the rest of the winter, so I'll be lifting, 3-4 days a week. So yeah, I still do it, but mainly it's the power hour. I get up and I can just be by myself. It's really one of the only times a day I'm just alone. So whether I'm at the track putting in my 3 miles or whether I'm in the gym just with Al, it's kind of the only alone time I have in the day. But I think I'm actually going to make more of a family event of the 3 miles a day.
Really?
Yeah, just because my daughters, I like spending time with them, and both of them have expressed interest in cutting a few pounds. So I'm like, there's no easier way to just adjust our eating habits. So let's eat something healthy together and let's just do a 5K.
What made you realize you wanted to commit yourself to that?
Start seeing die. Yeah, I'm just like, I'd like to be around a while,
Was there somebody's passing that made it really
just too many back to back to back. And it was all the stuff that's controllable. Whether you talk about heart disease, talk about diabetes, you talk about just being too sedentary. It's how I gotten too, you don't start realizing like you're eating off emotion. And then some of it is not that you can't eat, it's the times you're eating because you keep a bad schedule as a musician and stuff like that. So it's just kind of reframing, And then I've always been active. So when it got to the point where I tweak a knee or something, like even though I've been a big kid, for most of my life, I've never not been an active kid. But when it starts affecting my ability to be active on stage, I didn't like that feeling. And I'm just gonna keep going. You just every day, man, it's simpler when you just look at it like, what am I gonna do today? So today I know I'm gonna put a few miles in today. I know I'm gonna do light lifting for 20, 30 minutes today. I know I'm gonna only eat these things. You just see how I feel. And whatever I do that feels good, I keep doing.
Do you find it's more motivating to continue as you see the results?
Yeah, I have been. Like I hadn't gotten up to a 5X. I'm down to a 3X. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see what a 1X feels like. But what motivates me ultimately is that I got 4 kids, and I'd like to hang around with them as long as I can because I like them. That's what motivates me.
Because your grandpa had a heart attack.
Yeah, but he had one in '87, but he quit. Like he had one in '87 and he quit everything.
Quitting everything.
Like he was a smoker. He smoked Camels without the filters. He drank beer, and when the doctors told him that, this will lead further than this, he just stopped. I never saw my grandfather pick up another cigarette or beer. But I saw my grandfather radically change his life because he promised us, he told my sister, they were crying, he said, I'll be here till all y'all graduate. Don't worry, he didn't die until my youngest sister, LaShonda, graduated. He died on a fishing trip, doing something he loved doing, you know what I mean? So, a storm came in out of nowhere, flipped their boat, just by the time he had made it to the bank, his heart was giving out on him. But that's my man.
What lifestyle changes did you make?
Not just eating less bread and that's prepped in a box. And
like easy stuff.
As a musician, you're running around, you're eating where you can, you're grabbing pizza after the show, that type stuff. Now I just give me a chicken breast or a steak from the steakhouse early and just give me something green. So give me some asparagus, give me something. It was interesting because I saw a few other entertainers do it. Like I came to Mara after his show and he had chicken and broccoli. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, okay, so this guy's old. He still hangs around, smokes marijuana, and knows young girls. So maybe I should eat chicken and broccoli too.
Okay, on the weed front, you said you've curbed that a little bit as well, or like the time of day that you'll.
Yeah, I don't smoke all day anymore, and I don't smoke like a quarter or a half ounce a day anymore.
And why is that?
Ounce is 28 grams, a half ounce 14 grams, quarter 7 grams.
Right.
Right now I probably do about 3 grams a day.
Okay, and that you've noticed a positive difference?
Yeah, think more clearly, move more efficiently. Not that marijuana's helpful. Marijuana's more than helpful when I'm in the studio. It just kind of, it's for me, but I don't do harder drugs. I realized my mother had suffered an addiction, so I don't play with hard drugs.
So I understand you don't sleep enough.
Yeah, everybody says that. I don't know. I get 5 good hours in a night, and a great night is 7. I'm pushing as I'm getting healthier. I'm learning that that's a big part of health, that the rest part. And I've always felt so restless. Like right now, I'm talking to you, my fingers doing this. I've always felt restless, and not even in a bad way, just like I want to be doing something. But I've never felt a capacity or want to sleep a lot, but I'm understanding how important it is.
So what are the typical hours you're awake?
If I get to bed early, I get to bed at 2 a.m. and I get back up at 10.
Okay.
You know.
And what if you? How often do you get to bed early, and how often don't you?
Not too often. I usually get to bed about 4, and I'm back up at 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's like when the rest of the world is asleep, my mind is awake. I got ideas that come. I got song ideas. I got car ideas, you know. So there's something about my mom. Like I miss Denise, man, because this would be the time that I talk to my mom, you know, and I can't talk to her anymore, so I just talk to God. But yeah, I call it the God hour. You know, that's when everyone's asleep. You know, Muslims are up praying, you know what I'm saying? I think part of me never got that habit. I'll pray and meditate before I go to bed, you know.
And I've been told that up until 3 p.m., you can't confidently be sure you'll get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So take me through that.
Well, when I do get up, the first hour is your power hour. That's when you got to meditate, you got to see what the day's going to be, and that's the time I do take to move my body.
Okay.
I don't care if it's just, you know, moving around the yard, the driveway, hitting the track, or going to lift, but that first hour or two, I just need for me. And then, you know, I like to sit around and give things in the morning or afternoon, like whether it's the people that I love or the things that I need to show. I like to give that a couple hours too. So, but you know, after 2 or 3, I like moving. I like moving when traffic ain't moving. With 2 or 3 people at their jobs. Mm-hmm. So I go see my therapist at 3 o'clock because I don't like moving in regular hours. I don't like, it just never worked for me.